Hey everyone, let's take a look at Zoom and so you can set your way or set yourself up for success. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my Zoom account, and the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a profile photo in there. So you'd go into your Zoom account under profile and you'll see here where right now there's no photo. So I want to go ahead and get a photo in there. And as you're setting this up, before we look at the photo, you can see this is my name here. If you need to change that, if you haven't got that in there, this is where you edit it. So I'm going to assume that you've already done that. So let's go ahead and upload a photo, and I like this one. So we're going to select this one, and you can see it now. You need to really kind of crop it the way you want it. And this photo was actually made for the web, so it's kind of nice. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. And now you see that my name's spelled correctly because that's the way it's going to display on Zoom, and then that's my photo. So let me show you some things once you're actually in Zoom. So it's going to ask you, yes, I want to open Zoom, and before it opens it up, you can see, do I want to join with computer audio or do I want to test speakers? I usually just always join with computer audio, and it's just simple. You can also go into your Zoom account and change some of these settings as well. So if you're wondering if you want to first make sure that your microphone is working fine. So in the lower left here, you can see the microphone is working. And I have a separate microphone. This is actually my microphone that I use. It's a little Samsung Meteor. If you need that info, hey, go ahead and message me, because it's a great little microphone that I use instead of using one from the computer. Because I am on a desktop right now, and I'm looking at a camera that I have a little higher, so it looks down at me. This is just a little better angle for me. So here I have the right microphone selected, as you can see, and you want to make sure that it's all tested, that you're going to be able to be heard on the Zoom call before you get on. So these are some settings you want to check beforehand, and this is how you would easily do that. So hey, let's go ahead and test the speaker. So it's asking, can I hear the ringtone? Can you hear that? Yep. So yes, I can hear the ringtone. Now, yep, so now I just say something and then it's going to say it back. Yep, so now I just say something and then it's going to say it back. So then I hit yes, and I'm finished. So I know that my microphone works. If your microphone doesn't, this is when you want to troubleshoot beforehand to make sure that you're not sitting there fumbling on the Zoom call, because it's not fun for the other participants. It embarrasses you most likely, or it frustrates you, and it's just not a good atmosphere or good energy to bring to your Zoom call, your virtual meeting. So then you want to make sure before I do that, so to quickly mute yourself, because sometimes we have background noise. My dog, I don't know if you can hear now, she's walking, there she goes. She's walking on the hard surface floor, and she'll make this tip tap. So sometimes I just go ahead and mute myself when I'm on Zoom, and you can see it tells me that I'm muted, which is fine. You can keep hearing me because I'm recording this separately. And when you're muted, there's going to be a little red microphone. Usually you're in gallery view when you share Zoom with somebody. I'm just showing you some tips just for myself. You can see that it does go away. I can be in full view as well. So if not, it just gives you some things, escape, or I can click this to exit full screen. So there are different views. I won't go into it in this one. We'll cover it in the other one. But now you can see I have the red microphone. So if I was on Zoom on another call, I would see my video and then see the little red microphone. So I know that I'm on mute, and that's really the proper thing that you want to do. When you're not talking and you're on a Zoom call, put yourself on mute. So many times something quick will come up, or sometimes I'm on the call and my phone rings for whatever reason. I forget to turn it off. And so this way it doesn't distract someone on the call. It's especially important in a business meeting. So now let's kind of play with your video. So here I'm using my Logitech camera, and there are some video settings in Zoom. And this is also where you can check your audio too. Like you can change your volume as well. So you can either test it under the little arrow next to your microphone, or you can also do it here. But I just really wanted to show you on the video some options that you have. So I have a standard monitor, so it's a widescreen, so it automatically selects that. I've selected the exterior camera that I have. If you had one in your on your laptop or in your desktop that you like, then you'd want to select that. And then this mirror my video. So a lot of us are used to seeing ourselves in the mirror and not on video. So right now I don't have it on mirror my video, and it is a little odd for me because it's opposite of what I normally see when I look at myself in the mirror. So you can switch it, which this is what I'm thinking that you should see because, you know, my living room is back on that side and on this side. So it's actually your choice if you want to flip it. It's not really going to matter to your participants. It's more for you. If you can get used to seeing yourself like everyone else sees you, you can just go ahead and leave that off. It's just purely up to you. And then touch up my appearance. I personally kind of like this one. I've played with this one. They recently added it, or I don't know just when Zoom added it, but I discovered it the other day. And touch up my appearance if you see me here. And then what it does is just smooths out my skin. So it makes me look a little younger. Anyway, that's kind of fun. So you can play with that as well. There's also the option of your virtual background, which a lot of people think of it as a green screen. I don't have a green screen behind me, and because I have so much behind me, if I try to do the green screen, it just won't work. So a virtual background a lot of times won't work unless you have a flat surface behind you, like a white wall or just not a lot of clutter. Of course, this is going to work well with a green screen, and I'll cover this in a separate video. I don't think green screens are really that important, especially when you're on business calls. People like to see your surrounding. Although sometimes you just don't have a good spot in your home or when you're out that you can just use the background that you have. I'm here in my office. I actually have a home office, and I can do different views as I have a monitor here and I have one there as well. So I do flip around the camera some. I just thought I'd be this view for it. So I don't have a green screen. So if I check that, you can say, hey, I don't meet the requirements. So I'm not even able to, if I select this, well, I guess now it's working. So you can see when I select how fuzzy it is. I could do this one too. It's a little better, but yeah, now I have a blue mouth, so that's not cool either. They have a couple of videos you can download, which is kind of cool. So you need to make sure that you have the right green screen or the right background, and it'll tell you if you have that. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. And again, if you're doing something and, you know, if I needed to get up and go get a glass of water, I really don't need to show everyone on my Zoom meeting that I'm doing that. So I could just stop the video, and now you see the photo that I had uploaded. And what they're going to see is this photo as well. And then they're going to see your name in the lower left. And I always tell people that it's best, they want to see a photo of you. Don't try to get cute and load your dog or your cat or some other animal, your favorite animal. I've seen some crazy stuff out there, or people load their company logo. I want to see you, even if you're not on the screen and you're not talking. I want to know who it is on the other end. And then what's also frustrating is if you've been on a Zoom call and you just see the name across and there's no photo, it's so easy to load a photo, as I showed you, that again, we want to see who the participants are so we can quickly scan. A lot of meetings now are happening with more than just one person. Yes, there's some techniques that people, if you always have your camera off, well, maybe that's just your own personal thing. Or you're probably multitasking. You don't want people to know. Because if I was on the video and I'm looking at my other screen and typing, this really isn't the best view, and you really know that I'm looking at something else and not paying attention to the meeting. So there's all sorts of meeting etiquette. We'll get into that in other videos. So I'll just show you some things to make sure that you show up well on your video, because it does make a difference. So we'll see you in the next one. Hey, if you have any questions, feel free to either comment below or just send me an email on my website. Appreciate it. We'll see you all next time.